You made a promise. You broke it. Not to your boss, not to your friends, not to anyone watching. You broke it to yourself. And you smiled and moved on like it didn't matter. But it did. It always does. Every time you hit snooze when you swore you'd rise early, something inside you dies a little. Every time you said tomorrow and meant never, you drove a blade into your own future. You are not the victim of bad luck or bad timing. You are the crime scene of your own choices. And the hardest truth you will ever swallow is this: the person holding you back has your face. You look in the mirror every morning and you see someone with potential, someone who could be great, someone who knows what needs to be done. And then you walk away and do nothing. That is not weakness. That is betrayal. You are betraying the version of you that could have existed. The father who showed up, the man who followed through, the warrior who didn't flinch. Every excuse you make is a funeral for a better version of yourself, and you keep showing up to those funerals, dressed in comfort, wrapped in justifications, holding flowers made of fear. Discipline is not a gift. It is not a personality trait. It is not something you either have or you don't. Discipline is the daily act of keeping your word to yourself when no one is watching and nothing is forcing you. It is the promise that lives in the dark at 5 in the morning when the bed is warm and the world is quiet and no one would ever know if you stayed. But you would know. You always know. And that knowing, that quiet knowledge, is what separates the man who rises from the man who rots. You have felt it before. That split-second moment when you chose comfort over commitment, when you closed the laptop instead of finishing, when you skipped the training, when you scrolled instead of studied, when you ran from the hard conversation. In that moment, something in you knew. A voice that doesn't shout, it just watches. It remembers. Every single time. That voice is your integrity. And right now, it is starving. Because you keep feeding the wrong hunger. You feed the need for approval. You feed the craving for distraction. You feed the addiction to ease. But the hunger that matters, the hunger to become who you were meant to be, you leave that one at the table with nothing. This stops today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when things get easier. Today. Because here is what no one tells you about self-betrayal. It compounds. Every broken promise makes the next one easier to break. Every time you quit, quitting becomes your default. You are not just losing days. You are building a habit of abandoning yourself. And if you do not stop that pattern now, it will calcify into your identity. You will become a man who doesn't follow through, a man who plans and never acts, a man who knows better and does worse. Don't let that be you. You are capable of more than this cycle. You have already proven it. There have been moments, you remember them, when you pushed through the resistance and showed up anyway, when you were tired and trained, when you were scared and spoke, when everything said stop and you kept going. That man is still in you. He did not leave. You just stopped calling on him. Call on him now. Start with one promise. Small, unbreakable. Keep it. Then another. Then another. Rebuild the trust you shattered inside yourself, brick by brick, rep by rep, choice by choice. Discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being faithful to your word, to your work, to the war you said you would fight. The world does not owe you transformation. You earn it in the moments no one applauds, in the silence, in the sacrifice, in the small daily decisions that feel invisible but build everything. Your future self is watching you right now. He is either grateful or grieving, and you decide which.
Will he look back and say, that was the day he stopped betraying me? Or will he look back at another broken promise, another day wasted, another version of himself never given the chance to exist? This is your war, not against the world, against the man in the mirror who keeps choosing less. Fight that man. Beat him. Replace him with someone who shows up, follows through, and never breaks a promise to himself again. You know what needs to be done. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right moment. The moment is now. The war is now. Win it. And if this video is the voice that finally woke something in you, subscribe. Join Inner War, because every day on this channel, we fight. We do not hide. We do not make excuses. We rise. The battlefield is inside you. The crown is waiting. Go take it.